What's up? What's happening, guys? It's your boy Justin Arth back for another video. It's been a minute since we've done Dime Days, but it's time to get Dime Days restarted. So, if you're not familiar with Dime Days, let me go ahead and give you a brief description before we hop into the video. Dime Days are where I, professional quarterback Justin Arth and quarterback trainer, rate your best throws and your best highlights of the week. I try to do it weekly, but it's all going to be based off of your submissions to the channel. So how do you submit? You submit your best throw. You can only submit one per video to my Instagram, my Twitter, or any of the other social media followings, as well as my email that'll be right here. And whenever you make the video, I'm going to react to your best dime and then give it a star rating. Just like how high school prospects are rated 5 stars to 1 star, all the 5 stars at the end of the video will be in the running for some Dime Fit merch. So, what is Dime Fit? Dime Fit is a fitness and athletic apparel company designing high quality gear for the elite athletes. If you want to go ahead and copy some Dime Fit merch, make sure you go to dimefit.com, use my link in either the description, or use code JARTH for 10% off your purchase. It's getting around the holiday season, so make sure you get your Dime Fit merch. Their joggers are really good. These long sleeve shirts are really good. And all their apparel that they're putting out right now is at high quality. I use it in workouts. It is really good. With that being said, let's head over to start looking at your highlights. We've got 12 submissions today, and who's going to be the winner of this Dime Days episode 3. So let's get on to our first submission of Dime Days episode 3. This time we've got Tristan Montgomery, one of my actual clients in Atlanta. So shameless plug, if you guys want to go train with me, whether you're in Atlanta where you could train with me in person like Tristan, or if you want online remote sessions and or online training program, I would love to talk to you guys more about the online training program to make you the best quarterback that you can be. But enough shameless plugs. Let's get into Dime Days. So we've got Tristan Montgomery here. Tristan is going to play action fake, roll out right, evades the rush. That's a really good evasive move. Let's just look at that again. Really good evasive move to evade the rush. Throws a corner. Ball's a little wobbly, but he's going to go all the way, cut back inside. Is he going to get there all the way? Looks like he's going to try to cut back inside, and he's down again. But let's just go back and look at that dime. Tristan obviously stepping up to evade the pressure, being able to move, set the feet, throw. Very good ball. I still want to continue to work with him on that consistency of the spiral, but I mean, really good firm front side. Really got all of his energy into the ball there, allowed it to carry over the defender, and put it only where number 7 could get it. That's a really good dime. I mean, again, really good dime. So with that being said, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5 stars on this dime. I've got to give it a touchdown tax. All right, Tristan. So it wasn't a touchdown. It's still an amazing dime, but at the end of the day, I'm looking for the best dimes possible. This one's an amazing one, but it's a 4 out of 5 star dime. If it would have been a touchdown, maybe it's a different story. So next we've got Jack Almazi here, and his submission, we got a wing tee offense, rolling right. See the crosser in the middle of the field there. The safety's not getting there. The safety really kind of bit there. But then you see the corner that's covering the outside guy, trying to get over by the time the ball's thrown. But a beautiful dime. Ball gets there before that corner that breaks off the route gets to him. Get a nice completion down at the 7-yard line. That is an amazing throw, Jax. The only thing I'd like to say if I'm talking about my quarterback coaching here is I want that ball out 3 steps sooner. So if we can get the ball out right there, and I guess I'm giving a little bit of coverage school here, but if we can get the ball to that number 10 receiver right now, then we're looking pretty good. We've got nobody pressuring us. We could still put that ball out there to the front pylon, allow him to go get it. Nobody's getting there. But either way, an amazing dime. We just got to get the ball out a little sooner. So with that being said, the receiver is open. It does thread the needle before the corner gets there, which adds a little bit of difficulty, but overall it's an open wide receiver. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to give you a 3 out of 5 stars here, Jack. Amazing dime. Keep submitting for the next episode with your other good plays. But again, great dime. It's just a wide open receiver. So we got to continue to thread those needles if you want to win in Dime Days. All right, so next, our third submission, Jan Arias. Got a lower angle from the sideline here. Going to go ahead and take it. He's flush right, and then he's going to go ahead and throw back across his body to the middle of the field for a nice little thread the needle touchdown. That's a beautiful play right there. Being able to thread the needle between the safety and the linebacker. And a corner, really. So you got 3 guys that you really thread the needle from as the window closes. And again, just the difficulty of being able to throw back across your body, which is something that I would never 100% ask a quarterback to do. I've still done it as a professional quarterback myself. You see Patrick Mahomes do this all the time. And then obviously a lot of high school guys do it too. But it's not the best idea in the world. But when you got a guy that's kind of sitting in the end zone like that, sitting in that empty zone, and you're able to thread that needle as the window closes, that's a beautiful dime. The difficulty of it, the fact that it's a touchdown, I think we're going to go ahead and have our first dime of the day, our first 5-star dime of the day. So, Jan, I'm giving you a 5-star dime. You are our first 5-star in Dime Days for this episode. So next we have Tayton Webb. Nice little shotgun play action fake. Ball's out really quick. It's like pat and go. Absolutely loving it. That is a beautiful dime. Man, great on time, great on target. Right over the receiver's head, or right over the defender's head, I should say. Absolutely dropping dimes. We're going bombs over Baghdad here. Absolutely love that, Tayton. But with that being said, just like with Tristan, not a touchdown. So I'm going to have to hurt you just a little bit on the dime. But either way, again, I don't want this to be just touchdown highlights. So with that being said, let me just take a second and just talk about the timing for this for a lot of the other young quarterbacks watching. Quick play action fake, reset your feet, good base, rip the ball, get it out. I absolutely love the timing there. It's like I said, we're going pat and go here, putting it where your receiver can get it and getting the ball out quick for him. I absolutely love it. Great dime, great rhythm, great timing. I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4 out of 5 stars. Amazing dime. Keep submitting, Tayton. And again, I still want to give this a 5 out of 5 stars, so I might hold this in reserve to come back and re-rate it as a 5-star once we see some of the other dimes. So next we've got our next submission, Carson Barbe. So he's going to catch the snap, play action fake. We got the wheel route wide open, and we're going to go ahead and hit him there for a nice big touchdown. We're again going bombs over Baghdad. Absolutely love that, Carson. Let's take it back. Let's watch that base. Let's watch that lefty release looking like Dylan Gabriel out here. Beautiful ball. Absolutely outstanding. Great touchdown. But again, I would like to go ahead and say that, hey, what are these defensive backs doing here? Let's go back and watch that if I take it back a couple seconds. These two dudes get caught up in trying to pass off coverage, and so that leaves the wheel wide open. You hit them in stride, which is good. Absolutely love that for these dimes, but it's not necessarily over anybody's head. So, amazing play, great play design. Your coach is over here playing like Kyle Shanahan, but either way, I'm going to give you a 3 out of 5 stars for this dime, just because the difficulty is not really up there on that one. This guy's wide open. You just got to put it out there for him. And so 3 stars out of 5 stars, still a really good dime, still a very impressive touchdown, impressive play. Keep submitting, Carson. I know you're going to continue to grow and elevate and give me even more dimes, so make sure you send those in, and then let's head on to our next submission. All right, so next this submission is from Lee Hall Thomas. Looks like they're playing cover 4 right off the bat, so let's see what type of dime he throws against cover 4. I mean, the fact that all of these defensive backs, the back 4, are playing at least 8 yards deep. On the right side of the field, they're playing 10, 11, 12 yards deep. Let's see what Lee's able to do here. So nice little catch to snap, hitch, launch the thing to the back of the end zone over the head of the 2 deepest defenders in cover 4. Absolutely love that dime. And then let's go back and look at how the footwork was too. So catch, 1, 2, 3, hitch, fire. That's in great timing. Ball carries over the 2 defenders that are sitting at 11 yards deep before the snap of the ball. That is absolutely outstanding. Typically a coach would say, hey, I don't want you to throw that. But you throw that, you throw it over the defense. Again, we're going bombs over Baghdad here. You're able to get that ball over the defenders, which I think to the degree of difficulty, that's very high. And plus, you hit them in stride in the end zone for a touchdown, for a big play. Absolutely great in time, in rhythm, good mechanics from what I could see there. It's a little grainy, so but you do look like you over rotate a little bit, but beautiful ball right over the defenders' heads. And I think we've got another 5-star play for this Dime Days. We've got 2 finalists already. All right, so next we've got Camden Day. Really like those yellow uniforms, I will say. So let's see what Camden's going to do here. Again, another play action fake. We got a lot of rolls in this episode, but nice little fire to the back of the end zone on what looks to be an over route, like a deep over into the back of the end zone. Absolutely beautiful. The fact we've got another lefty here slinging it, rolling to his right, being able to get the hip set, shoulders around, fire it. Absolutely love it. But again, we look at the difficulty of this. The guy is wide open. You see number 17, I believe his number is right there, trying to catch up to it. And so he is wide open. You just got to make the throw. Again, impressive throw, rolling to your right. Because of the difficulty, I'm going to add a little bit of difficulty to it as a lefty, and I can tell you're a little younger. So I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5 stars for this dime. I've just got to go ahead and take away a point because the receiver was wide open and the degree of difficulty wasn't massive in terms of what we've seen in some other videos. Hey, Camden, keep submitting. Great dime, great touchdown, and I can't wait to see more of your dimes on Dime Days. All right, so next we got EJC612. This next highlight from EJC612. Catch the snap. We're throwing the slant in zone coverage, the inside slant versus zone coverage, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and take that thing for a touchdown, break the tackle, and he's gone to the races. Nice touchdown. Now, let's just sit down and talk about chalk talk for a minute. I mean, with this type of coverage and alignment, we got zone coverage. What this inside guy's going to do is he's really taught to shave paint on this linebacker right here, this white helmet with the red jersey closest to where that receiver's going. That's one of those things where we're trying to create a rub there, so then when that slant on the outside comes flat, we now create separation and we create space for an easy completion. So I would say this is a bad read if we're talking about reads, but you kind of get bailed out by that same linebacker that the receiver is supposed to shave paint on. He ends up getting sucked in too far inside off the play action fake, and then he gets stuck on that left foot. So when he tries to break back out, seeing the ball is coming out of your hand, he overplays it, and you fit it right in that vacated area. And then obviously with that other linebacker going for the ball, that doesn't necessarily tackle your receiver, and he's able to go break it for a touchdown. So absolutely beautiful play. But right here, I'd like that ball to be out to the outside slot, or excuse me, the outside slant right there. That's a good completion. And yeah, it's probably not a touchdown, so you get away with it here, but absolutely good dime to go thread the needle there. With that being said, I'm not going to harm you on the score because it's a bad read, because it's still a good dime. Just wanted to go ahead and talk about some coaching points. And again, if you want to schedule Chalk Talk sessions with me, link in description as well, so you can get those things scheduled. But either way, a massive dime. It's still a touchdown. I'm going to give you a 3 out of 5 stars. Really difficult throw to make. I'm still going to give you 3 out of 5 stars on this one. All right, so next we've got Gabe Drown here. We're going to see what he's got going on with this. Nice little cover 0, so this might be bombs over Baghdad time. Play action fake, and then evade the rush. Let's go back and look at that evading of the rush. That defensive end on the outside gets outside your tackle. You evade him, step up in front of a linebacker, and put the ball right over the hand of the defensive back in man coverage. Put it right where your guy can get it, right into the end zone for a touchdown. That's a beautiful dime there, Gabe. Being able to put it right in front of his outstretched hand. I mean, look at this right here. I'm going to pause it right there. They're putting the ball to the receiver's hands that he's showing a little bit late hands, and then that defensive back has got his arms all the way up to the sky trying to bat that thing down, but you're able to put that over him. That's an absolute dime piece. Gotta love it. That's what we're looking for dimes in these Dime Days episodes, like things that we put right over the receiver's head, right in between defenders in hot zones, in tight zones. And so absolutely great dime here, Gabe. I think you're going to be another 5-star. perfect ball placement. That's what we call a dime. So a 5 out of 5 stars dime for you, Gabe. You're in the running for the finals. All right, so next we've got Maverick Fallen. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. So he's going to catch the snap, and then he hitches a little extra. We got Mom yelling in the background, but he put it right on the defender's head for a touchdown. Talking about head tops right here. Hard to see what type of space that receiver had, just because the defensive back that's playing it, like, he looks like he's playing it fairly closely, but just doesn't get to your guy. So you're able to put it in stride, on target, right bread in the bucket kind of thing, right in the bucket. And again, we're going bombs over bombs over Baghdad for a massive play. Absolutely love that. Let's go back and take a look at it again. The only thing I'd like to say from a coaching point, I'd like to get a better base to start, because I could tell your back foot was kind of stabbing. It was a little outside of the frame of your shoulder, and so that's causing you to have that second hitch, which makes you slightly late, but you've got the arm for it. You're able to put the ball over the defender's head for a touchdown. Again, we've got a lot of impressive dimes here, guys, and I'm not trying to be generous with the ratings of these either, but that's another massive dime. I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4 out of 5 stars for this submission, Maverick. All right, we've got 2 more submissions left, I believe, and here is another personal one to me. This is one of my college quarterback teammates when I played at Texas Wesleyan. This is Cedric Merkeldove. He didn't send in his clip to actually be in Dime Days, but I wanted to throw this in here just to show you his dime. He sent it to me because he was finally getting back into playing football again at 37U, and wanted to just go ahead and see, like, hey, how's mechanics looking, like anything you can help me out with so I can go dominate my 37U league. And so Cedric sent me this from a practice clip when they're doing 7-on-7, and I just want to show you guys this dime. Hey, if you guys want to train with me, I have an online training program that's designed by Hall of Famers. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck, Tim Tebow's even worked in the program. We've got a bunch of current NFL starting quarterbacks that have worked in the program, and at the end of the day, it's the program that was designed for them to be as successful as they were. It's something I've done over the last 4 years since 2021 that has led me to a professional football career as well. So if you guys want to understand what the Hall of Famers do, what the Hall of Fame process is, make sure you go check out my website, a11performance.com, or hit me up on any of the social media sites so I can get your online sessions, your in-person sessions if you're in the Atlanta area or Dallas-Fort Worth area, because I travel there occasionally, as well as just wanting to join the online program. Let me know, because I do those remote sessions, I do those in-person sessions, and then we've got the training program with tons of workouts, tons of drills, and it's all getting set up for you guys to be the best quarterback that you can be. But again, enough of the plugs. Let's get back to Cedric's dime. So Cedric's going to take the snap here. Looks like, again, we've got a safety hanging over top, but back shoulder fade. Absolutely love it. Look at this again. Catch, set, throw, put it up, put it behind him, put it there. And like Cedric said, head top right over the defender's head. We absolutely love to see it. Cedric, I love that you're playing ball again, dude. I'm going to give you a 5-star dime for this, but again, you're not going to be in the running for the merch just because you didn't want to be in the video, man. And I'm not going to make this personal one for you. But either way, 5-star dime. Love that back shoulder. And take a look at it again. Look at the head top. So now we've got another personal one for the final submission of the video. We've got Victor Villarreal. He's one of my clients out in DFW in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's a middle school quarterback, and he's taken massive steps in his mechanics, in his efficiency, and in his play. And he sent me in this dime and said, hey, coach, I want you to see this dime and put it in Dime Days. So it's the last one in Dime Days. Let's see what Victor's got going on. All right, so play action fake, roll right. Again, we got a lot of rolls, seeing the post wide open in the end zone and throwing it into the end zone for a massive touchdown. I believe this was a game winner too whenever he sent that to me. You got to absolutely love it. Sets the feet, good base, hips go before shoulders, ball comes out, but the ball just kind of hangs up slightly because he doesn't track to the front side as well. But either way, that ball hangs up there. It kind of holds in the air for a second so the receiver doesn't catch it in stride, and the defender almost makes a play on it. But at the end of the day, that's still a dime. But because the receiver had to wait on it, I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4 out of 5 stars there, Victor. Amazing play. Extremely proud of you, kid. Keep up the progression. I can't wait to see you on the field again. So, who's going to win? Let's go back and look at the finalists. All right, so finalist number 1, we've got Jan Arias. This was the one where he's rolling out to his right like Patrick Mahomes, throwing across the body, threading the needle between 3 defenders, and absolutely balling. Next, we've got Lee Hall Thomas's ball that he throws over 2 cover 4 quarters defenders in stride in the back of the end zone. Again, just take a look at it. Being able to overthrow your receiver to a spot and allow him to go make a play. And the difficulty of that throw, absolutely outstanding. Let's take one more look. Just a dime piece. And then we've got Gabe Drown. He evades the pass rush, gets the ball out on the run before that linebacker comes up to hit him, and he puts it right in the receiver's hands over the hand of the defensive back where only his guy can get it. Absolutely amazing dime. And so we've got those 3 amazing dimes. Which one of them is going to be the episode 3 of Dime Days Dime of the Week? Drum roll, please. Your episode 3 dime of the week is going to Lee Hall Thomas. You're going to be the winner of the Dime Days. Absolutely impressive throw for a touchdown over 2 quarters defenders, splitting the 2 quarters defenders, and you're just out throwing them. Like your receiver's the better athlete, you've got the better arm, and you're just saying, hey, I'm throwing it up to you. I know you're my guy. You're going to go get it. Not necessarily great coaching, but amazing ball, amazing throw, right in stride for a touchdown. Beautiful throw, on time, on target. Absolutely love it. And so, Lee, you are the winner of Dime Days Episode 3. Make sure you go hit me up wherever you hit me up to get your Dime Fit gear. With that being said, all the other guys that were finalists, all the other guys that sent in videos, keep sending in your videos whenever I get more of these Dime Days submissions. If we get enough per week, I'm looking for 10 to 12 per week so we get a video about this length. So we can continue to give away things every single week. I want to be able to get you guys some of this amazing Dime Fit merch because it's great stuff to work out in, but I want to see your dimes. I want to see when 7-on-7 starts. I want to see a 7-on-7 episode. Like, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing rocking. And with that being said, this is your boy, Justin Arth. Set Hut. I'll see you later.